first time I heard about Hearthstone was at PAX East. I wasn't at PAX East myself, but I was watching because there was a Blizzard announcement, and I was expecting Heroes of the Storm being announced, even though it was announced before. I didn't expect Hearthstone, so I was watching the announcement, and then suddenly Rob Pardo just gets out and tells everybody about the new card game that will be digital, and it was really a great moment because I was expecting Blizzard to work on a card game, but I really thought they are working on World of Warcraft TCG card game because that was leaked some time ago. I didn't expect Hearthstone, but I instantly loved it. Like, I knew when they released Hearthstone that, unfortunately, my card game, Warcraft, is dead. Like, there is no way Blizzard is going to continue a second franchise that will be competing with their own big new franchise. But I just loved Hearthstone, how simple it was. It was using a lot of World of Warcraft art as well. So a lot of nostalgia from the cards I really liked. And it was digital. So I knew that this is my gateway to esports, and because at the time I felt like I'm really good at World of Warcraft, I wanted to jump on a Hearthstone train as soon as possible and play it and be one of the top players from the get-go. But I had no connections to Blizzard, and it was really hard to get the beta, and I didn't know exactly what to do. So the first thing I had to do was get the beta key, and what I did was I spent countless evenings just trying to get one of the free keys Blizzard was giving away in batches. I was fighting against the bots that were just stealing the keys, just spending, let's say, 5 hours just refreshing my site to get one beta key to get into the game and start playing it. I memorized all the cards even before I got the beta key, and in the end I finally got it through a competition where I could send my video explaining why I should get a key, and fortunately I got one. And I think I got my beta in November. So November was the month where I started playing, and I instantly tried to get into the scene. And fortunately I was really lucky because my friend Ecop, who is a German player, was in the scene already. Like, he got lucky himself and exploded with his stream, and he got a lot of viewers. And through Ecop, I was able to meet Artosis, I was able to meet Doa, big names in the esports scene, and we somehow worked together to get Artosis to BlizzCon, practice with him, and Artosis actually won BlizzCon. So our team, we didn't have a name at the time yet, but our team was actually practicing a lot together and trying to get into the esports scene together, which worked because Artosis, being a big esports guy, he got invited to a new series called ESGN. And at the ESGN, we created a new team with Ecop, with Nyx, with Artosis, who was our captain for the new team. And we competed versus those other really big names and known streamers. So ESGN was the start. It helped me to get there to the scene, to have my first matches, to show that I can actually play card games because I had experience with it before. And the more I got into it, the more I loved Hearthstone. But obviously I had my normal job, so it was really it was difficult to work and to play at the same time because you have normal job, you have normal duties, and you also have to be a professional at a card game. But somehow I got through, and I played in many tournaments. I won a big MLG tournament online in December that helped me to prove to myself that I'm still good at the card games and I'm good at Hearthstone. Then I won. I was second at Seed Story Cup tournament. I was second at Take TV tournament in Germany. Those were offline events. And then I won IEM, the first Intel Extreme Masters finals. There were only 4 players, but 4 players that are really good at the game. And I was able to take it and become the first IEM champion. So I imitated what I loved in World of Warcraft with Hearthstone. So I had friends again, a great group of practice partners, and we were traveling to all those offline events where I was able to just play and hang out and have fun. But I was traveling into those uncharted waters of esports because I only played card games before and tabletop games. I didn't know much about video games. I mean, I was reading about Korea being great at StarCraft, and I was reading about people like Grubby playing World of Warcraft, Warcraft 3, and being great at being the best orc in Europe, or maybe in the world even. But I didn't know those guys, and somehow through Hearthstone, I started meeting them. I made friends with them, and we're just hanging out. It was great. So my first year in Hearthstone, which is 2014, was me trying to be a pro player and trying to be good at the game and just being invited to tournaments, qualifying for tournaments, enjoying the game, enjoying the experience, meeting with Blizzard as well, being friends with Blizzard through the process, and trying to become a full-time esports professional, which is really hard. It's like you really have to do a lot to be there. You have to talk to a lot of people, you have to be friends with a lot of people, and you have to work really hard on the game, your game knowledge. But I also want to tell you the story about Cloud9, obviously, because Doggy House at some point, it ceased to exist. Like, Doggy House was mostly a group of friends. We were just playing together, practicing together, and going to the tournaments together, but it was not a part of organization. And in esports, there's a lot of big organizations that are actually making a living out of the games. So they have players, they have sponsors, they have budgets, and they have contracts. And Doggy House didn't have it, and we didn't have the management needed for that. So we approached Cloud9 and asked, hey, you guys are looking maybe for a Hearthstone team? We have one, and it's actually pretty good, so maybe we can make a deal and maybe we can work together. And Cloud9 was interested in us. It was at the time we were playing with Striker as well, so it was me, Ecop, Strifecrow, and I was also talking to Colento if he's willing to join a team if we start working with Cloud9. So Cloud9 was really interested, and we found like similar we found understanding basically, and we joined Cloud9. I became the captain of the team because I have management experience, and it's not like the best player is always the captain. I definitely wasn't the best player, and I'm still not the best player, but I think I'm alright as a caster, and I'm trying to help the team as the captain and as Hearthstone manager.